Welcome back. My name is Ron. This is episode 2 of my Forever World experience on Minecraft on a PS5 in Bedrock Edition. Uh, I left off at the last episode a few days ago in a village. This is the same village. I've upgraded it, terraformed it, did a lot of exploring of the world, changing things around a bit here and there. So starting off here is the village. It's grown, added a few more buildings. I'm sure I like the final designs on some of my buildings. Some of them are just additions to the original buildings. A lot of people use the 5x5 method for building. I tried to stick with that for the most part. Sometimes I get a little carried away. Um, so yeah, we have a sugarcane farm because that's a key ingredient or item for making books and bookshelves, trading paper with villagers. This guy is mending. He's an apprentice librarian. This guy is also a librarian. He has Fortune 1. Um, and then this guy has Silk Touch. So very useful trades for villagers. Um, so yeah, the village has been upgraded. It's been protected. There's a fence going around most of it. The villagers have free will. They can go pretty much anywhere in the fence. It's safe, keeps them from the mobs. I've added some sheep pens and a few cows as well. I've been around to some of the other areas on the map. I built a little hobbit hole over here into the hill. Gives us a nice little view of the village from here. Planted some wheat, grabbed some trees from other biomes and planted them in the area. All right, so this is the beginning of my hobbit hole. There's not much to it really. There was a lot of exploring on these maps though. So I've explored two full 4x4 maps. Double dots right there indicate where this village is. There's also a village to the northwest and a village to the northeast, and spawn is down here at the very bottom. I have a full enchantment set up with the ability to level things up to level 30. Uh, I have various chests with all my organizational setup. I have a few diamonds left over from the mining, and let's see, what else do I have? Yeah, this is one of my newer things. I've got a Fortune 3, Efficiency 3, Unbreaking 3 pickaxe, which is very helpful. Let's see what else we got around here. I'm sure there was a heck of a lot more to see around here. It's still going fairly slow, but there's been a lot of progress at the same time. I started a mine shaft down here. Um, there was a skeleton spawner I found. How did I find it? I used chunk base. Is that cheating? Possibly. Uh, I know that some people don't like using chunk base for things like that, but it just helped me get on my feet a little quicker. This entire mountain range is just Swiss cheese full of holes and caves and more caves and more holes. They go on and on. So down here I have the remnants of a, what do they call these guys? A geo thing. And so I've got crystals growing here, but I've also created a skeleton mob farm based off just the standard design. It works, it gets the job done. I don't pick up and drop a lot of the skeletons or anything like that. They just come down here. They fall. They die. Yeah. So, and let's see what else. That's pretty much it. I mean, this is hours of work to get this done, but put little windows in here so you could see skeletons lining up, ready for their impending doom. It also gives me bones, arrows, and lots of bone meal, so I'm able to do quite a bit with that. I have not done anything with the sword yet, just a basic sword. Some of these caves, like I said, they go on for quite a while. On and on and on. Might change up this layout later on. I just wanted to get a good start going. Felt like I was doing a lot and not getting very far, so I made a lot of progress just in the past day or so. I had a few days off in this world too, so I'm a little bit behind from where I wanted to be. I don't really want to rush this, but I do like seeing progress and making progress in the game. I've done some basic lighting here with moss on grass with a torch inside. It's a fairly common method to light up an area without having torch spam. I also have a villager to trade for food now. The Fletchers or Archers, whatever you want to call them, they're a really early on good way to get emeralds because you can just trade sticks to them, and that just means collecting a bunch of wood. So, let's see, what else do I want to do in this tour? I feel like I want to just randomly. I guess I can show off the other village. So let's grab a map. The maps are over here. There's the second map. And here's the, no, here's the first. That's the second map. Where's the first map? Here's the first map. Let's make a few copies before we lose it. Should probably grab a bed. Here somewhere. There's a bed. Plenty of food. It's already nighttime. Just make a few copies of this map. Oh, that's not how you do that. Do this. That should be plenty of copies of that map, which is probably right there. Yeah. So I already had some in this chest, just to keep them safe, I guess. More arrows. Bones can stay here. Alright. Let's go down to bed, get some rest, and I don't know. Let's go see the other village. There's another village nearby. I also have a horse. And the horse has leather armor. Jump quite high. And here we go. That village is that way. The other village is that way. It's safer to go up here though. This isn't the fastest horse, but it's got a pretty good jump, and just happy to have a little bit of a faster way to travel between locations. And let's see here. I'm sort of going in the right direction, I guess. Let's see here. Of course, the next thing to do would be to create some paths or roads between. Yeah, this isn't going to be fun. Let's see. Between the different locations. Again, there's a lot of really amazing views and vistas. The way the mountains just sort of excel at looking magnificent in this world. It's really nice. So let's go this way. See if we can get to the other village without dying, killing our horse, or both. Where are we? Oh, we can just go this way, I guess. These usually aren't the biomes I usually spawn in or near, so it's kind of a new kind of area for me to explore and try out, enjoy, or get used to as well. Alright, we're just riding the edge of this mountain, a little too close. Yeah, I really need some paths between these villages. Okay, we're getting there. Almost there. Of course, the easiest way would be to create nether portals at both villages and travel through the nether, but it's technically still early game here, so I'd prefer to stay away from the nether for a bit, stay in the overworld, and go from there. Alright, so there's that other village. It's built into the side of a hill or a mountain, I guess you could say. It's got some really stunning views from there as well. And this actually may be the first time I've ridden a horse to it, so hopefully we can do this and not die in the process. I used to get very motion sick from riding horses in this game, and I'm not sure if they changed something or I just got used to it over the years, but I don't seem to have that problem anymore. Alright, so just get a sense of what the view is here. It just goes on and on. So yeah, that horse can double jump, which makes it very nice way to park him in a stable or a fenced-in area. Alright, this village has some crazy views. Again, mountains, some taiga, frozen taiga, some hill garden over there, more cherry blossoms, more mountains, more hills, more mountains. Just thought it would make for a great location for maybe not a starter base, but maybe a mega base, main build kind of base. I don't know, maybe even closer to this mountain over here. It's got all these really nice views. This is what it looks like on the map. I haven't actually explored it all yet. Should really dive into that mountain range at some point. Did a bit of terraforming and just to keep this village and the villagers going. They have some issues with the height and the distances involved with this village. It's kind of almost two villages spread out over a large area. The buildings do just keep going and going. And, yeah, so on this map, there's a mangrove swamp down in the southwestern corner. And then on the first map, there is quite a bit of desert and badlands and wood badlands and such. Almost half that map, actually. And then there's a swath of jungle and then the area where we settled down for the village. Yeah. So I've had a good start going. I'm very happy with this map, the layout. Found some villages with some really amazing views, vistas, what have you. And yeah, I've been outfitting myself with new gear. Got a little hobbit hole tucked away, and plenty of ideas, options, things to do in this world. Yeah, so again, thank you for watching. If you made it this far, I'll check in from time to time with updates. Maybe I'll do some live streaming. Uh, maybe try doing some work or progress on camera even. But that's all for now. Thank you and goodbye.